Alright, hi guys, this is Miss Bolin. Go ahead and write your objective down that you can calculate the volume of the spheres. Hopefully that's what you will be able to do by the end of this lesson. The first thing is that a sphere is a three-dimensional figure where every point of the surface is the same distance from its center. The formula of the sphere is 4/3 pi r cubed. So this time, instead of pi r squared, where it's r times r, it's going to be pi r cubed, which is r times r times r. Another way you could write this formula is 4 pi r cubed all over 3. So you could find that and then divide it by 3. Half of a sphere is called a hemisphere. Alrighty, so to find the volume of a sphere, you use that formula. 4/3 pi r cubed. So the first thing you do is you plugged in our values. You do 4/3 pi 3 cubed. So if we come over, the first thing says in terms of pi. So we're going to reorder this real quickly. And we're just going to multiply 4/3 and 3 cubed. So 4/3 times 3 cubed, and leave pi, because that's what in terms of pi means. You're leaving pi there. So if you come over here and you do, on your Desmos calculator, they make it real easy. You can do 4/3 times 3, and you come over here to this AB, and then that's how you do cubed, is 3 times 3. So in this case, 4/3 times 3 times 3 is going to be 36. So then you would do them over here, and it would be 36 pi. And then to the nearest hundredth, we're going to come over here and just do 36 times pi. And we're going to use that pi button, and that will get us our most exact answer for pi. And in this case, it would be 113.097. So 113.097. So when you go to our nearest hundredth here, we go over, and it is 5 or more. So we have to go up, but we can't. If we add 1 to 9, it becomes 10. So we actually move this 1 into this decimal place. So it becomes 113.10 to the nearest hundredth. All right, let's try that again. We have the volume of sphere is 4/3 pi r cubed. We need our r. That's the one thing we don't have here. We have d. So r equals the diameter divided by 2, because we're only looking for half of this length. So r would be 6. We do 4/3 times pi 6 cubed. Again, we're going to multiply 4/3 and 6 cubed here. So we're going to go to our Desmos calculator and go 4/3 times 6 cubed. We're going to get 288. So we know that this is going to be 288 times pi. And then we're going to come over here and we're going to do 288 times pi, which is going to be 904.77.8. 904.778. I'm going to go to my nearest hundredth. I'm going to look over. I've got to round. This one's 5 or more. So it's going to make this one into an 8. So it becomes 904.78 units cubed. Alright, the next one, we're going to just do the same thing for 4/3 times pi r cubed. We plug in the values. This time they gave us our radius, so we have 4/3 pi 9.3 cubed. So we're just going to multiply 4/3 and 9.3 here to get in terms of pi. And 4.3 or 4/3 times 9. 4/3 times, when it does that, you got to just move it over, times 9.3 cubed. Remember, it's 9.3, and then you hit this A, little b, and then type in your 3. 3, which is 1072.476. So you're going to write 1072.476 pi, and then you just multiply that. It's going to be and then you can use the answer button here to just recall that answer times pi, and you get 3,069.28, and then there's only 2 after, so you can just leave it as 28. So it becomes 3,069, or 3,369. 3,369.28 units cubed. Units. Alright, go ahead and pause and find the area of this sphere. Alright, a hemisphere has the radius of 7 inches. Find the volume of the hemisphere to the nearest tenth. So remember, your formula is 4/3 pi r cubed. So you're going to do 4/3 pi 7 cubed. And this one we can type right into this calculator with 4. Another way I can do fractions is I can hit this A, B button, 4, and then thirds, and over, times pi, times my r, which is 7, this A, B button there, and cubed. So it equals 1,436. 1436.75 was 1436.75, but then it says hemisphere, so we have to then divide that by 2, because a hemisphere is half of a circle. So we have to divide that by 2. So we're going to hit enter, we hit answer to recall, and divide that by 2, and we get 718.38. So we get 7, or actually 718.4 inches cubed is our final answer there. For a hemisphere, we follow all the same steps. We just divide it by 2 at the end. Gabriel and his brothers built a snowman in the backyard. The snowman is the shape of a spear with a diameter of 16 inches. Find the volume of his head. So we have our formula for volume is 4/3 times pi r cubed. We don't have a radius, we have a diameter here, so we have to divide 16 divided by 2 to get our radius of 8. So we have V equals 4/3 pi 8 cubed. And you can just type that all right into your Desmos calculator and get your answer. Go ahead and pause and finish this one up. This one says the volume of a spear is 288 pi inches cubed. Find the radius of a sphere. So we have 288 pi equals 4/3 pi r cubed. So we can first divide by pi, and just cancel out our pi's. So we get rid of pi altogether. So we get 288 equals 4/3 r cubed. So we're going to divide by 4/3. We're going to divide by 4/3. When we do that, we get 288 divided by 4 divided by 4/3 is 216. So then we have 216 equals r cubed. So we have to find out what is what times what times what, the same number 3 times, equals 216. So how we do that is we do, instead of the square root of 216, like we've been doing in the past, we're going to do this button right next to it, which is that. So it would be, but we're going to put a 3 on the outside here, and then inside we'll put 216, and that is how you find a cubed root, which in this case would be 6. So r is equal to 6. So here we have another, or I'm going to let you pause to catch up on that. Here we have another question that's very similar. We have 972, or the volume of the sphere is 972 pi. Find the radius of the sphere. So 972 pi equals 4/3 pi r cubed. We can divide by pi right off the bat. Divide by pi to eliminate our pi's. Then we have 972 equals 4/3 r cubed. We divide by 4/3. We divide by 4/3. Cross off there. So we come over to our calculator. It is 972 divided by 4/3. We get 729. So we have 729 equals r cubed. We have to find the radical 3, 729, or the cubed root of 729 equals r. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to use, instead of my square root, I am going to use my radical 3 and do 729. And so my answer is 9. So r cubed, in this case, the r cubed of 729 is 9. There you go. Pause if you need to. And then go ahead and see if you can explain what Zola's error is here. Alrighty. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.